Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So today, finally, I'm getting to a positive issue in this reading, something that I wanted to read about last week after watching Palace Confidential, and I just couldn't because the Harkles kept on popping up with their, well, how can I say, noise in the public domain. But before I start, I just want to say something about our situation, because in my latest video, in the comments, someone wrote me that you don't hear about it any longer in the media abroad. And unfortunately, it's true, because this is how the media works. You know, something big happens and everyone talks about it, and then things keep on happening, but because it is far away, it is very hard to keep on talking about it. And unless something big is happening, you know, the media won't go on talking about it unless something big will happen. Now, unfortunately, things are not getting better here, and it's getting worse. Tomorrow, another law is getting for a first reading in the parliament, and it's called, we have 3 readings in the parliament, the first one, and then the second and the third, and after the law has, wait a minute, sorry, there was a disturbance. So after the law has passed all 3 calls, if it's called like that, it has passed, and then it's very difficult to dissolve that law. So tomorrow that law is going to go for the first call in the parliament, and the leaders of our let's say fight. We have quite a few groups of fights that fight this this dictatorship. All groups joined forces together to a force that is called the Kaplan Force. It is called Kaplan Force because the main place in Tel Aviv where the demonstrations are is in a road that is called Kaplan Road. And Kaplan Force has decided that from today until the end of Parliament's session, which means the next 5 weeks, we are going to be on call for any kind of, well, surprise major events. On Monday, we are going to block the airport. Now, Israel has only one major international airport, so it's going to be a very big blow to our ability for tourists to come in and for people to go out of Israel. So I'm going to try and participate if I can find people that will take me there, because it's not so close to where I live, and I will have to find someone that will be able to take me there. But I will be on call, so I will be doing reading as much as I can, but as you know, it's not going to be easy, and my health is not getting better. So as much as I can, I will try to be here and be with you and update you, although the mainstream media is not updating. Okay, so this reading is going to be about Prince William and his 5-year a new project about getting rid of homelessness in Britain altogether in this project that is called HomeWards. Now, on Thursday in Palace Confidential, Rebecca English talked about it, but she was very mysterious about the future ventures and the future steps that he's going to take. But apparently it's something that he's been working for a long time, just like Princess Catherine was working on her projects for children for a long time, so did he. Now, just to make it very clear, Prince William was working on Earthshot, and at the same time he was working on homelessness. And I'm not trying to make a comparison, but just think about what he achieved at this time and what his brother has achieved. And this is something that he got from his mother that took him when he was very young at night to see homeless people. When he was 40, he spent a night with homeless people. He's distributed a newspaper that is printed by homeless people, for homeless people. So he's taken homelessness very much to heart, and he is doing everything in his power to stop that. And he thinks that there is a way to end this problem. And this is something that I have to say, that in Israel, up until today, at least we don't have this problem, or we didn't have it for many years. It's not a problem that we are accustomed to, despite all of our many other problems, but this is not a problem that we are accustomed to. When I was 20 years old and I finished my army service, I went to New York and I was working there, and that was the first time that I saw homeless people sleeping in the streets. And I lived in Manhattan, and there were a few homeless people that we knew, me and my friend that lived with me, and we knew them. We were friendly with them. We used to give them food every time that we saw them in the street. But it was something that was really, really new to me. In the last years, it's been more prevalent to see homeless people, especially in Tel Aviv, because of the problem of people that are coming from Africa in illegal ways to Israel, and then some of them are staying in the streets. So homelessness is a problem that Prince William has always cared for, and I'm going to look into his entire project, and I'm going to use a Celtic cross, and this is the 11-card Celtic cross that comes from the book of the 1001 tarot spreads. Because this is a more intensive reading. It looks into the question, into the obstacles, into the entire issue in a more extensive way. Okay, so before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumption and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourself. And I'm using a tarot deck that I bought secondhand, so I don't have the box. It's called Magical Cats. There is a dog version of it, Magical Dogs. I do have the dog version, and maybe I will use the dog version later on. When I ran out of cat's tarot, I might go to dogs' tarots as well. But let's start with the asking the questions. So let's start with clearing the deck. Okay, so Prince William's new project of HomeWard, his project to eliminate homelessness in Britain. How is this project going to work out? What are the obstacles that are in his way? What are the basis of this project? What are the goals of the project? What is he trying to achieve? What is he afraid of? What does he wish to gain from this project? So an overview of Prince William's new project, HomeWard, to eliminate homelessness in the UK. Prince William's new project, HomeWard, in order to eliminate homelessness in the UK, in Britain. Prince William's new project, HomeWard, in order to eliminate homelessness in the UK. Okay, so the first part of, or the first section of the reading is a section of 3 cards, and this is why it is a little bit different than the usual Celtic cross. And it is a section of 3 cards, when the first card is a card that is the context of the reading. So it is the reason why we are asking about it. Why are we asking about this project? Why is it interesting? So the answer is the 7 of Earth. The 7 of Earth, that is the 7 of Pentacles. Now, it came up in the upside down. I think that the whole deck was upside down, so I'm not going to read it in the upside down. The 7 of Earth is the 7 of Pentacles, as I said, and the 7 of Pentacles is a card of disappointment from what you have, from the reality, and being ready to do whatever you can, whatever you want, whatever it is that you need to do in order to reach the truth, in order to reach something. Okay, so what does it mean? It means that, for example, when you are seeding seeds in the earth, you're waiting for the seeds for them to catch, and for the seedlings to grow, for the plants to grow. So this is the stage where you are waiting. You are still not satisfied from what you have, but you are ready to do whatever it takes in order to reach the truth, in order to reach whatever it is that you need, whatever it is that you want. Now, Pentacles and Earth, it is about needs. It's about tangible needs. And homelessness, this is about home. This is about a place to stay. Now, what we're looking here is a cat that is here waiting for a rabbit or maybe a mouse that is in his home and doesn't want to come out, because this cat is waiting for him very patiently to come out because he wants to hunt him. So this cat is ready to do whatever it takes in order to get what he wants. And this is exactly what we see. So right now, Prince William is not satisfied from current situation in Britain. He is not satisfied from what is happening. This is to say that current situation of homeless people in Britain is not good. It needs help. People need help. This is why he has taken that as a project. And he is ready to do whatever it takes and to take any risks that it takes to reach the truth, to do whatever it takes to reach the results that he wants to reach. So this is why we are asking the question. We want to see the main reasons why William is doing this, and this is the answer. The answer is that William is ready to do whatever it takes. He is looking at his country. He's looking at the UK, the country that he's going to be king over. He's looking at the things that are not working well there, and he's looking at the things that he can make better. And he wants to make those things better, and he's ready to do whatever it takes, even if it means waiting for hours and waiting, and even if it means staying out at night with the homeless people, and even if it means doing whatever it takes. This is what this card says. So it is a person that shows disappointment from things as they are and willingness to do whatever it takes to reach the truth. So this is the first card. Now the second card is the card of the question or the issue that needs to be resolved. So this is the main issue here. And the main issue is the Three of Cups. Okay, so that's interesting because the Three of Cups it's a great card. It's a card of celebration. It's a card of three people that are celebrating and having fun, and there is nothing wrong with this card. So what is the question here? Why is this the card that we're getting when we are asking what is the question here? What is Prince William trying to solve here? Now, let me remind you the reasons for homelessness. One of the reasons for homelessness is people that have PTSD, people that are soldiers that came back with PTSD, and because of that they have been drinking, they have addictions, all sorts of addictions. And then when the Three of Cups is abused, this can cause homelessness. So this could be one of the reasons. So when we are looking at the Three of Cups as a reason to homelessness, we need to look at the negative aspects of this card. So it is about superficiality. It is about loss of trust. It is about people that are not happy, not really happy in their lives. This is the main problem here, and these are the people that instead of the cat if you're looking at the cats here, then they don't look like they're celebrating. If you're looking at the sea whale here, he doesn't look like he's celebrating. They don't look like it. They look like three creatures that are resting on the shore because they overdrank. This is how it looks to me. They look sick. They look tired. They look like they lost their way. And this is the intuition speaking. This is not the psychological interpretation of this card. But when we're looking at this card as a question about homelessness, this is what comes up to my mind. Okay, so this card goes here. And the next card is the card of the obstacles that might stand in Prince William's way when he's trying to solve this problem. And what I'm getting here is the magician, the cat magic. So the magician is actually a good card because it's a card of someone who has ability to manifest, to get all sorts of new ideas. So what is the problem with the magician? So when the magician is badly aspected, he is an egotistical person. He's someone who wants to perform in front of an audience. He is a salesperson. He is someone who is a liar, a trickster. So the obstacles here are people that might show themselves to William as if they are people that can help him, that as if they have good ideas, as if they are magicians, people that are trying to work with him or want to work with him, but they are egotistical people, people that are liars, people that might confuse him, that might even manipulate him, people that instead of push him forward, they will take him backwards because of their own goals, because of their own wish for their own self-gains. So this is not about Prince William being an egotistical person or Prince William being a person that wants an audience, because he doesn't need that. This is about him having people around him. This is the obstacles. People around him that might show themselves as if they are magicians, but they are not. They are false magicians. So this is why this is an obstacle, and then it comes in the reverse. So it is a negative, it comes in the negative. So as I said, the main obstacle that is in Prince William's way is the people that are that are working with him, and he will have to be very, very careful on who are the people that he works with, to make sure that none of those people are people that will look for their own self-gain, the people that ignore solutions, people that will try to trick him or deceive him, people that will have their own egotistical needs, people that will even look at goal that justify the means and will do things that are not the right things to do, people that will lie to him, people that will use all sorts of trickery maneuvering and will be slick-tongued enough to sell themselves as if they are very good and to deceive him. So this is what he needs to be very careful of. Okay. So this is the mini section of the first mini section of this reading, and now we're going to the next cards. So the next card is card number 3, which is the potential. I'm sorry. Card number 4. This is card number 1, 2, 3. Card number 4, that is the root of the matter. So the root of the matter, the root of this entire question, and the root of the matter is the emperor. So the emperor, that is the person that controls the material world, that is the king, that is the person that Prince William will be. So this is Prince William knowing that as a king to be, he needs to take care of the needs of his people. This is about him knowing that in a country like the UK, you cannot have people in the 21st century living in the streets. It's about him understanding that as a future ruler, you cannot have people, homeless people in your country. So this is about Prince William and the root of the matter. This is in his subconscious, entering or take into his role as king. This is him taking his first steps as future king. So this is him being there and being the realizing that this is his future and this is what he will have to do in the future. I think that it's very much like when King Charles was the Prince of Wales and he funded the Prince's Trust that helped a lot of people, a lot of famous people that we know today that were helped by the Prince's Trust. So that was King Charles's main project then, and I think that this is what Prince William is doing today. He is getting into his element. So this is him starting to understand that this is his future, and he is starting to acclaim his future. So this is in his subconscious. This is the root of the matter. The next card is what is totally unexpected. So what can come up that is totally unexpected that could happen in this project? And what we're getting here is the Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Fire is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is the ace of the ability to get your wishes realized in the material world. So this is about being able to get all of your wishes realized. So this is about really having a good plan. This is about being able to get your wishes realized. This is really a great card. So for an unexpected card, this is like, give me this as an unexpected card every day. This is about being able to create from nothing. This is about creativity. This is about birth of something new. And this is what we see that Prince William is doing. He is starting something new. This is him birthing something new. So this is about him doing something, creating something that will be spectacular. So whatever comes out from this project will be totally unexpected. Okay, now we have a card number 7. And the card number 7 is the feelings card. So what are Prince William's feelings right now? And we're getting the Ace of Earth, another ace, wow. So the Ace of Earth is about getting your needs met in the material world. And needs, it's tangible needs. Now, I've heard some critics talking about what does Prince William, a person who has more than four houses and never had a day in his life when he needed to think about not having a place to stay. What does he know about homelessness? What does he know about the need to have your tangible needs met? And, well, that is true, but Prince William was very well educated by Princess Diana, and he was taught by Princess Diana to look at the things not from the point of view of a person who is abundant and has everything, but from the point of view of a regular person. Now, the Ace, so right now he is in a way thinking to himself, I know that I have everything. The Ace of Earth is about having everything. This is about realizing your needs in the material world. This is about being able to take the next step in your projects. This is about getting your tangible needs met. This is about materialism. But when you are thinking about feelings here, so he feels that he knows that he has everything in richness. And what he thinks to himself, what he feels is that it's not that when you have everything in tangible things, it means that you really do have everything in life. And in order to have everything in life, money is not enough, and he does understand that. So Prince William has the good mixture of being able to realize things, to be able to create things from nothing, and to be able to get his needs met. So this is about being able to create and being able to get his creation realized. So this is like a person that has a good idea and can create that idea, but doesn't have the money or the means to get that idea realized. But then he gets the Ace of Earth, and the Ace of Earth, which is the Ace of Pentacles, is about getting the money to get that idea realized. So together, it's like getting everything done. Couldn't be better. Okay, next card is, what is the suggested action? So what is the suggested action for William? And what I'm getting here is the Five of Sky. Interesting, because the Five of Sky, that is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a card that is telling Prince William to be active. This is a card that calls for action. This is a card that tells William that he cannot wait for others to do the work for him. This is about him doing the work. This is about him getting off the fence and taking action, not waiting for others to make decisions for him. So he might be called to make decisions, and he might even be in a situation where he won't know exactly which is the best way to go. And what this card is telling him, whatever you decide is better than deciding not to decide. Because the Four of Sky, or the Four of Swords, is about deciding not to decide. It's about taking a time out. But the Five of Swords is telling you, no, you need to take action. You need to get off the fence. You need to get up and you need to start working. So you cannot wait for someone else to make that decision. And no matter what, how dark things seem or how bleak the options seem, doing nothing is worse. Now, if we're looking at this card, it does give you this air of street cats and cats that are fighting, cats that are not in a good, there is not a good atmosphere. And this is the Five of Swords, which is a card that is not it's not a happy card. And it is a card of homelessness. It does give you some kind of homelessness or air around it. So I think that this card wants to tell William, if you want to fight this, you need to get up and to do the work by yourself. So that's card number 8. Card number 9 is the helpful influence. So what is the helpful influence for William? And what I'm getting here is the Tower. Now remember that the Tower is not a bad card. It is a warning card. And what the Tower wants to tell William is that what he needs to know is that he needs to check the foundations. He needs to check the foundations of everything that he's doing. Because if you start building upon something that is rocky and the foundations are not stable, then the tower will fall. So this is not such a bad card, and it's good that it's coming up here in the helpful influences, because this is very helpful for Prince William to know that he needs to check those foundations, that those foundations are not necessarily sound and not necessarily strong. And sometimes you start building on something that you think that is strong, that you think that it is good enough, and it's not. And sometimes it's better to dissolve something completely and start over than to start building on something that already exists, but its foundation is not so good. So this card is calling Prince William to check the foundation of everything that he's doing, every step of the way. Check the foundation of not only the things that he's building. This is about checking the foundations of every person that he's hiring. And I think that this is a very, this card comes here because of the card that we got here of the obstacles, because the obstacle card was a warning card about the people that he might hire. And those people are people that he will have to be very, very worried about checking them and checking their past, checking their credentials, checking their foundations. So he will have to be very, very certain that every person that he hires, every person that works with him is someone that he can trust. And this is why he gets this warning card. And it's good to know in advance that things might go wrong if you don't check, because if you do check, then things won't go wrong. Okay, next card is what is the short-term outcome? Now we're talking about 5 years. So the short-term outcome, the next year is Sky Kitten. which is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, that is the reporter. That means that this will get a lot of media, a lot of maybe publicity. You know that I always say that the Page of Swords is a slick-tongued and a liar, but in this instance, because this is short-term outcome, it means mainly that this project will mainly be very much in the public eye, will be very much in the publicized. It won't be so much about things that are happening, but it will be very much a lot of publicity around it. It doesn't mean that there will be lies here, because there is nothing to think about here that is badly aspecting it. But because it comes right after the Tower card, we do need to be very careful, or Prince William will have to be very careful of negative publicity or of criticism. And this could happen. People might be unfairly criticizing him or unfairly criticizing his project if in the short term he won't get many big successes. And you know that sometimes you don't get big successes in the short term, and sometimes it takes time. So you need to be patient in order to make sure that things are really well established, and that the foundations are stable. So he will have to be very worried and very wary of reporters that might maybe not be in his favor, let's say it that way. And the long-term outcome is Six of Fire. Six of Fires, that the Six of Wands. This is the victory card. This is the success card. I don't think that I have much to say about this card, but just look at this card. This is like the big panther with all of the cats around here, bringing him the presents because he has won. So we see victory, we see success. I'm not surprised, because when you do your work, when you do it right, when you do the research, then everything will work out fine. Okay, so that is the tarot. And as always, I'm going to do to take two oracle cards for William. So one will come from the nature world, the Woodland Wardens oracle. So let's see what message can we give William on his project for homelessness. Let's clear the deck. Okay, so a message to Prince William about his homelessness project. A message to Prince William about his homelessness project. A message to Prince William. And the card that I'm getting is the owl and the hop, and it is about wisdom. Let's see what the message is. I love this message. You have come to the end of a long journey. Relish in your achievement. Take deep, satisfying breath. So it's not like he finished his journey in this project, but this is a long journey of getting ready to publicize this project. And now he can take this deep breath before he starts the work. So this is about wisdom. This is about the state of fulfillment, and this is about the message is here: am I willing to humble myself and try something new? So about starting something new, which is of course the getting this project on its way. Now the second oracle is the gratitude oracle, and I think that Prince William has a lot to be thankful for, although I think he does have many things that he has to be sorry for, but he has a lot to be thankful for. So let's see, what is it the thing that Prince William is mostly thankful for? So let's start with clearing the deck. I need to do that again. I don't know why the cards are not too. Maybe I should. I have a feeling that the cards are too sticky together. I don't know why, but they don't shuffle well. Okay. Okay, so let's clear the deck again. So what is Prince William mostly thankful for? What is Prince William mostly thankful for? And the card that I'm getting is believe. So what is Prince William most thankful for? So believe is about self-confidence. It's about evaluating his abilities and learning how much confidence and trust he has in himself. Believing in himself is not about showing off his expertise. It's about the state of his authentic self. When he believes in himself, he can push himself to do whatever he sets his mind on doing. Self-confidence empowers his feelings, your feelings, actions, reactions, thoughts. Believing in yourself builds assurance. When your actions and speech carry confidence, you show others how much belief you have in yourself. So the affirmation of this card is, I believe in myself, with gratitude for my many gifts and qualities. And I think that Prince William can say this with a big voice to shout it off the rooftops. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.